Welcome to the Bold Encourager. I am Rebecca. Today we will be doing Shine Your Light candles. I will also have a devotional to follow, so please stay tuned. These are the supplies that you will need. A hot glue gun, a small mason jar, 8 ounces of soy wax, dried citrus fruit. I dried this prior in an oven at 200 degrees for 3 hours. Empty cans. A candle wick and pencil. A thermometer. Candle dye. Essential oil. So first we're going to hot glue the fruit to the jar, and you can kind of carefully place it wherever you like. This is just to avoid the wax from getting all over the place and not being able to have the fruit placed where you need it to be. I wanted to put the dried fruit in the candle just to give it a little bit more of a scent. We do have essential oil placed in it, but I felt like this would give it more of a natural scent. Now I'm going to hot glue the wick to the bottom of the jar, and I'm going to carefully place it in there so it's in the center. Now I'm going to wrap the excess wick around the pencil. So you want to take a pan and put a little bit of water in it. Then you want to take the can and put the wax in it. And before it starts to really boil, add maybe 2 to 3 chips of your color into the can where the wax is going to melt. And then you want to get the wax to temperature. You want it to get to 185 degrees before you add the essential oil. Once it gets to 185 degrees, you can add the essential oil, and then you can take the pan and turn it off. Now you want the wax to cool to 135 degrees before you pour it in the jar. Then you pour all the wax into the jar. Any remaining dried fruit you can put into the candle. Now it's time to paint the outside of the jar. I used a sponge to do all of the orange on the outside of the jar to kind of give an effect of almost like a tie-dye. And then I took some white and put it and blended it in. And I also took some yellow and blended that in. So I got a really good tie-dye effect. This is where I started writing Shine Your Light in, and I used more of a kind of a magenta color because I felt like that would show better on the orange, and because the orange was kind of brighter, so I didn't want to do anything too light, so I did use a magenta color to write Shine Your Light on the jar. So as you can see, I cut the wick to a good length, and then I put a little bit of more magenta to kind of blend it in a little better to give it a better color. I even put a little bit of white dashes near the words to make it look like it's shining. And then I just went in and added more yellow and more orange and white, just so I had the tie-dye effect that I really wanted it to look like. So I wanted to share a devotional with you. It's called Shine Your Light, just like the candle. Matthew 5:14 through 16, the Message version. Here's another way to put it. You're here to be a light, bringing out the God colors in the world. God is not a secret to be kept. We're going public as a city on a hill. You don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? I'm putting you on a light stand. Shine. Keep open house. Be generous with your lives. By opening up to others, you'll prompt people to open up with God, this generous Father in heaven. Wow. This message is for everyone. Whether you're a Christian or not, we can all acknowledge that we are in a dark world. And we all need a light to light up this darkness, right? Christians have been called to be a light to everyone because it's how we share our hope with everyone else. I share faith-based devotionals because my light source is God. I've experienced a lot of hardship, and that includes bullying, racism, mental abuse, emotional abuse, depression, loneliness, divorce, sexual assault, and I have lost loved ones to suicide and cancer, and they were really young. Yes, these were some really dark places I was in, and that is because we live in a broken, dark world. It was the light that comes from God that I was able to find my way out of those very dark places. And I want to be a light to everyone I meet. Not just in my circle, everyone I come in contact with, I want to be a light to you. And this is the way I do it, by sharing my heart and my testimony, because that is what will help you through your hardship. And I just want to thank God for being my light source. If it wasn't for Him, I would be in a broken, dark place right now. So I just want to thank Jesus for rescuing me and giving me salvation. And I just want to pray for everyone in the Christian community to shine their lights to everyone they meet. We need to be a light. We need to share love. We don't share hate. And we need to also pray for those that are in a dark place right now. So if you are in a dark place, I'm praying for you. And I pray that you seek God and find your way out. And I love you all. And if you are in a really dark place and you have no one to talk to, or if you just want to talk to someone else, you can definitely send me a direct message on the Bold Encourager Instagram. It's just the Bold Encourager, or the Facebook, the Bold Encourager. And I am happy to hear you out or answer any questions in my best of my ability. I'm not a scholar here or anything, but I do know what it is to be in a dark place and to come out of it. So I'm here if you need me. So please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate all the support. Thank you. So I turned off all the lights because I wanted you to see, and I wanted to illustrate, because I'm a person that is very visual, and most of you are probably visual, how it can be dark, and as soon as you light this candle, how much light it brings even in a dark room. And that's how you bring light to a dark world. So let's just shine our lights.